Okay. Is it? Ow. You did it.
It was my fault. It was my fault. I'm not going to disagree with that.
Welcome to the King M.E show. I'm one half of this thing, King.
Hey, y'all. It's me, Michelle. How y'all doing?
We here at the King M.E show attempt to offer a real outlook on a healthy relationship, real being relatable,
entertaining,
accountable,
and loving.
I already see I'm going to have to take away one thing over here because the chat is blocking your face and is messed up.
Oh my gosh, look at me. You can't even see the beauty. That is me.
So we're going to have to turn that chat off. Let's see if the other chat is able to be good to go. We'll have that chat for that. So for those of y'all watching on the King M.E show on the vertical, thank y'all for commenting. Not going to be able to see it. To everybody else, welcome. We are two people that are live on Mondays where we talk about all things modern dating and relationships. We share our journey into life as well as we are a couple that's been together for 3 years. So we're kind of babies in that regard. Even though we're older, we're still babies in this relationship. Don't you agree?
We are 3.5 years in.
Is that a mature relationship? I think that's a baby relationship.
It's the toddler relationship then.
What's the difference between a baby relationship and a toddler relationship?
Age. A baby
Besides
is under
the age, like what makes a baby relationship a baby relationship?
Absolutely nothing. I just felt like changing that word. There's absolutely nothing. No big thing.
Words don't necessarily make the relationship.
Words matter.
All right, y'all. Got a couple of things that we're trying to get ironed out here while we get things figured out. All right, looks like we're good to go here. We're good to go at W.T.F Nation Radio.
Look, y'all, I love my man. I love it when he smiles. I love it when he laughs. I just love him. So, yes, naturally. I'm going to say some things just to see what he'll say.
Do you like it when my hair is not trimmed up and it's over my lip?
I don't think you want me to answer that question.
You know
what? I'll answer it.
I asked.
It looked like that all the time.
Hey. Hey, I asked and you were honest. And speaking of honesty, I think that one of the things that we're going to bring up in today's episode, in which we're going to talk about some of the top myths in relationships and gives what I have heard have been some unpopular opinions. I might have some takes that I think Michelle is going to disagree with and that y'all, the viewers and listeners out there, might not agree with as well. So whether you're watching this live, you're catching this on the replay, or you're hearing this on Spotify or any of the audio-only podcasts, make your voice be heard.
Yes, please. And if you're watching on Spotify, I am so sorry that you don't get to see how handsome my man is.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You throwing out there what you want. All these compliments you throwing out, what you want.
I can't just give you a compliment.
I think she wants something. If y'all in the chat think she wants something.
Don't. Can I not just love my man and appreciate him for how handsome he is?
Oh, thank you, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Today's episode, several unpopular relationships opinions, and we're going to jump right into it. Unpopular opinion number 1.
All right.
The spark is a lie. I think too often we hear from people, oh, there just wasn't a spark, and you know, he or she, well, I'm going to say mostly how I hear it, ladies are the ones saying, he just didn't do it for me. I just didn't get that spark from him. And I'm like, what do you mean? Does this man need to be a clown for you, dance for you, throw on face paint, and be your entertainment 24/7? No. Life is going to have some ups and downs. There should not be an immediate spark that you see from someone. And I think ladies get that wrong a lot. What's your take on that?
2 things. Number 1, why is it always got to be the woman that's saying the stuff? But I digress. What I will say is this. I think we romanticize a lot of things. Like, we see a lot of things that are happening on social media, in movies and stuff like that. And we expect that the relationship that we're going to be in is going to be like that, for better or for worse. So you see, you know, Hollywood and how it romanticizes situations and everything. And you see all of these rom-coms, and you think that that's how your life is supposed to be, that there's supposed to be this instant click that just went off between you and the other person. And if you don't have that, then you're like, oh, well, there's some kind of sign, like this isn't right, da 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 da. And I'm like, the reality is that's not always going to happen. Now, for me, it
For
did.
you,
I instantly knew the moment I saw you. I knew.
how?
I don't know how to explain it. It doesn't matter how I try to explain it. It's not going to make sense to you. But I knew the moment I saw you walk through that door, smile on your face, Marvel's t-shirt on, I knew that you were the one for me. And
People
that
are
we were
trying to
too much.
figure out how to find out that how though. Is there a way to quantify it? You don't have to do it now, but in the future, I want you to think about that. Quantify that. Figure out that how. Because I hadn't said nothing. You couldn't smell me at that point.
Actually, I was sitting at the end of the table. You came in, you did say hi because like you had to come in through the front door and then make your way to the kitchen area to be able
Mm-hmm.
to see me. You were smiling, you were happy. I had heard a little bit about you and I liked what I saw and I knew.
Hmm. Interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, I didn't.
I mean, I was right. So,
Hey, look, we are here now, so one could say that you were right.
I mean, I was.
But I think in general, if you're going to dismiss somebody because you feel as though there wasn't some type of immediate spark, I think you're missing out on an opportunity. So my unpopular opinion is this: the spark is a lie.
Yeah.
However,
Ooh.
you should take some time to really invest. But it doesn't have, like, I'm not saying one date and be dismissive.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people are off their A game that first time, but that's also going to be real life as well. Like, Michelle, thank you for loving me. I'm going to tell you right now, I will have some off days. I'm I'm human. You're human. I'm going to have some off days. It is my hope and desire that my off day A doesn't impact you,
Okay. I
and
like that.
B doesn't change how you view me.
King, I don't know how to tell you this, but I am a woman and I'm of a certain age. Perimenopause is at my doorstep and menopause is down the road.
Mm-hmm.
There are going to be days. Mm. Mama said there'd be days like this. There'd be days like this, Mama said. Yeah, honey. It's I pray that you still love me. It is my prayer that I take everything that I'm feeling to my journal and to the Lord and that I don't take it out on you. And that if I sense that I am, that I immediately apologize and go somewhere to regroup, realizing that you were not the source of my distress in that moment and that I'm able to pull myself back together. But I'm just telling you.
Okay. I'm going to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Recall how I said, it is my hope and desire that when I am off, it has no impact to you.
Yeah.
That is, there's a reason why I said that.
Oh, no, I peeped that.
Okay.
Totally peeped that.
Because I can have grace. That grace can only go so far.
I know. And I will try to control what I can control. And that means keeping things away from you.
That's all I can ask for.
Okay.
Other people might handle that differently, but that's all that I can ask for.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion number 2. And this kind of goes into that first one, that the trial period is mandatory.
What you mean, trial period?
I don't think you should skip steps when it comes to trying to find somebody that you're looking at trying to build a life with. I also don't think that you can know that in 5 seconds of seeing somebody. I do believe that you should go through a range of emotions with someone to see how they regulate themselves. Find out how they are when the honeymoon period is over and they're mad about something. What you're seeing right there is pure emotion. How that emotion and how they handle it can impact you and your future. So you should go through seasons with somebody. Like, I ain't saying you got to go through a whole year, spring somewhere. No. Find out how somebody reacts when they're mad about something. And that'll tell you a lot about who they are. And then it's up to you to decide if you can tolerate what you just saw or if you can accept it or dismiss it.
I agree, but I disagree with you. And it's only if you're not like saying this part. So I agree with you that you do have to go through different seasons because like that's the way I always heard it. Go through different seasons with people. However, if you're not including the season of grief, I disagree with you. And the only reason I say that is because you do have to like I am not trying to speak anything into existence, but I will say that's one season we have not experienced yet. And we do not know how either one of us will handle that because we have not been through it.
Hmm. In what way?
Like
Like,
loss.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's going to be tough because life is going to happen.
Yes.
And you're right. We haven't really experienced that, but we know it's coming.
I will say that's the one thing that we haven't experienced. Both of us have had a surgical procedure. Um,
We've had
we
some travel
we've
stuff.
had travel stuff. We've had travel mishaps. We've had the sickness. We've had the really really good things, the celebratory moments for both of us. We've had moments where we've both been upset. We've had job things for both of us. Like we've had every other thing except for that.
Shout out to U.S. Army memes of WTF Nation Radio with the salute. And I appreciate the share. Thank you for sharing us on
Thank
your platform as
you.
well. That's dope. That is dope. Next up here, digital privacy is overrated. I think that in serious relationships, you should have a level of transparency. I'm not going to say full transparency. I think there are some things that should be close held. So, full transparency, no, but about 90%, yes. Um, if you're in a relationship with somebody, like for the most part, we represent each other, right? When I'm out in public, especially me, because you're quite known out here in these streets.
I'm known in these streets positively in a good way.
If I'm out acting a fool or whatnot, it's going to get back to you.
1000%.
And we're not even married,
Mm-mm.
but it's going to get back to you.
Yep.
But that's how tight and how close our relationships is. How our community, views us. And did I say married yet?
No, you did not say the word yet.
Because I kind of felt
I don't think you did.
Okay. Freudian slip. But that online presence, like it matters. And if I were to be hiding something from you, all that would do would cast like seeds of doubt about a lot of different things and open up a can that would just be really bad for the relationship. I will tell you, you don't know everything. I don't think it's possible for you to know everything.
I don't think I want to know everything.
And you should.
But here's what I'll say to that. King has the password to my phones and because they're different for both phones.
Likewise.
And he also, so on my Android, you can have 4 fingerprint biometrics. You can have 4 of them. 3 of them are mine. 1 of them is his. So he has like top level access to the Android, which means that he has, by default, he has access to all of my social media accounts. He can go in at any time that he so chooses. If he's near my phone, he can go in and pull open that stuff. He can go look. He may not remember, he has the password to my laptop. He can go in there at any point. My stuff is not a secret from him. It's not private from him, but there's a level of trust that causes him to not go through my stuff. And the same thing is true with me and King. I have the password to his phone, and if it's a day that I can remember it, like I actively have it. That doesn't mean that I'm going to go through his phone. That doesn't mean that I have a reason to go through his social media accounts because, again, if I had the password to his phone, I have access to his social media accounts. But there's nothing I need to see. There's no reason for me to not trust him. So there's no reason for me to go looking through there. So, yes, privacy is good. It should be there, but trust should be more present. Trust should be what's stopping you from going through someone's phone, not the lack of access.
Mm-hmm. There was something that happened the other day. At bingo, for y'all old people going to bingo.
Right.
We were there for a fundraiser for a good cause, and there I had my phone. Not only was my phone my second phone being passed around, and hey, it's that phone, but trust and know that.
No, I don't know what you're talking about, but okay.
Okay, Castle had FaceTime people, and when I left to go get
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
money,
Mm-hmm.
I left my phone unlocked in the hands of strangers.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Now, everything was secure, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about, like, because I don't
Oh,
do
because it was
dirt.
that phone.
That's what I said, that phone. But again, everything's
I called that.
secure.
See, that's what you're Melissa.
Okay, yeah. That's inside talk.
Yeah, grown folks stuff. Yeah.
So I wasn't necessarily nervous about people going through my phone, seeing anything, that they shouldn't see or whatnot. Because, like, I don't do dirt like that to be worried about what is in my phone. I've always said, though, that if you really, not just you, if anybody goes through my phone and you don't like something that you see, I always say zoom out. There's more context to what was said. Because let me just be honest, like, why would I have something in my phone that would be bad? Like, if I were to do dirt, I would hope to be smart about it and delete evidence. Let's just call a spade a spade. But I let my phone be passed around while I totally left the area because I'm not worried about what I'm doing or what's in that phone to be scared about somebody seeing something that they shouldn't see.
It's funny because you and I we're so alike and so different at the same time, because I would have a problem leaving my phone in the hands of someone that's not you. And it's not because there's anything, scandalous or anything like that on my phone, but simply because I don't trust people.
Yeah, I mean,
I got trust issues. Like,
I'm not going to go to an airport and just pass my phone around, but
no, like, I understand why you were passing your phone around, but I'm like, yeah, nah, I would never do that. And it's simply because I just don't trust people. There are very few people that, like, I would do that with. Very, very few people.
Question for y'all. Does checking phones create more problems than it solves? Have you ever gone through someone's phone and you didn't like what you saw? I'll say I had somebody go through my phone. They didn't like what they saw.
I went through someone's phone. I didn't like what I saw, and I made a vow I'd never do it again. And I didn't.
And it is what it is. Unpopular opinion, and Michelle and I are split about this one. Separate bedrooms / separate houses might save relationships. Go ahead.
No.
Share your take.
No. I heard that my soror, Shirley Ralph, she and her husband don't live in the same home. And I'm like, I don't get that. Like, y'all go through, I feel like, oh no, like, I gotta be up on him, okay? No, boo, I want to be with you.
But see, I don't need all that.
I do.
Like, hear me clearly, y'all and Michelle. I'm not saying I don't want to be around her. I'm just saying I don't need nobody to be up under me. Like, if we were to have had separate houses and she was somebody that was comfortable with that, I'd be like, great. Sleep in my own bed. Speaking of bed and mattresses, y'all, sidebar. I'm 41, about to be 42. I didn't realize the investment that's needed to get into one of those Sleep Numbers or Tempur-Pedics or Nectar mattresses or anything like that. And for those of y'all under 30, if you're watching it and listening, y'all are young. You don't care how you sleep. But I'm going to tell you right now, for those over the age of like 35, or if you got just jacked up spine alignments or whatnot, I didn't realize how expensive these sleep systems are.
Yeah.
So if y'all, and her and I are about to, let's knock on wood, we're going to be moving in together here within the next 2 months. Your face. So, and we're looking at proper sleeping systems for both of us. And I had what I had in a budget in my mind, and we're going to be exceeding that because it's important for me actually. Now that I'm getting older, and I understand the uh, the saying "health is wealth," to really invest in something. Because right now, what I have, it ain't working.
Same here. And the way I look at it, I have an appointment with my chiropractor tomorrow because my back is jacked up. I have scoliosis. I have back pain from automobile accidents. Like I have a jacked up back. My hip situation like isn't the best. Some of that could be resolved with way more stretching and all that good stuff. But for now, we're in a position where my body's jacked up and I need to take care of that. And part of taking care of that is sleeping on a good mattress. So, yeah, um, 100%. I have to invest in that.
Crazy part is this. So what I have right now is just what I have because it was a temporary solution. I think though I am at the stage that even if I like if you and I went in this together, but I was looking at moving,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably be investing into something really dope like that. So look, if y'all got suggestions for sleep systems, Tempur-Pedic, Nectar, certain style,
Yeah.
let us know because we are in the market research phase and about to make a purchase. And with the way these prices are set up, uh, I know my blood type. I'll probably donate a left kidney, all that jazz.
So here's the thing. You remember how inexpensive a used car used to be? How you could get a used car or like a Toyota Corolla for under 20,000?
Mm-hmm.
A good mattress is the price that that car used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just for the mattress. We ain't even talking about like the bed frame or whatnot.
Yep.
Like y'all go to my Facebook page. I posted a picture of prices that I actually saw at Mattress Warehouse for a Tempur-Pedic. I want you to go check that out and tell me what you think. It's Michelle Early, if you didn't know.
Two L's.
Michelle. Yep.
Shout out to Perry Production. Said appreciate the contribution and everything, making sure that the group was straight for BlurredCon. Hey, thank you for allowing us to stream on your platform of over 200,000 followers. We definitely appreciate that support. And I know we didn't get the chance to really hang out like that when y'all were in town, but we will definitely make it up here in the future. It was good to see you. And I look forward to your BlurredCon recap video that's going to come out. Also, shout out to CC Smith, said a good mattress is a must. CC Smith is tu madre, so shout out to my mom's here. And she would know, being that she's old. That's like,
audacity.
Hey, mama, look, I'm old too. It is what it is. It's
Look,
just a fact of life.
My mom has been calling me old since the day I turned 30. She's like, you almost off the calendar now. Like, that's her thing.
What's off the calendar mean?
Meaning your age is no longer a number that's on the calendar.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's see who we got in the building. I see must have missed you. Have I missed you? It's 12:20 here.
West Germany.
In West Germany. Bombarding my radio with Guns and Roses. Okay, hey, there we go. Look, no, there are two shows that are on Monday. So this is somebody on WTF Nation Radio.
Okay.
There's going to be another show right afterwards called the Monday Edition with Ice. He's going to be on at 8 p.m. Eastern. I don't know. That's what, 1 o'clock in Germany?
Yeah.
So, yes, if I did the calculations right, because, math. So yes, there are two shows. We are one of them where we talk about modern dating and relationships. And you got the Monday edition with Ice, in which with everything that's going on in Iran and overseas, if you are on WTF Nation Radio for that and you have an opinion, let your voice be heard.
It's going to be interesting.
It is going to be interesting indeed. So my mom saw my thing and she sent the laughing emoji. I'm glad you can laugh, Mom.
All right. What's the next tape?
Next up here. Best friends of the opposite sex should take a step back. And this is one I actually struggle with. I think because I can waffle things off that it's not a big deal. But I also understand human nature. So I understand the needing of it happening.
Here's the thing. You, King Smith, can waffle that off. But sometimes other people cannot.
It still takes two to tango, though.
It it sometimes it does
If
not take two to tango.
if I'm saying my armor's good, right? You can stab me all you want, but there's not going to be any impact if my armor's good.
That doesn't prevent someone from trying to, and that's the issue. Your armor can be 100% Teflon.
I can't control other people, though.
But that's the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's not about you. It's about that other person.
Okay.
The other person could still try. That other person could still be trying to shoot their shot because maybe they don't understand that your armor is Teflon. So they're just going to try and see if there's a penetrable entry point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the problem kicks in. It's not you. It's not you at all. It's the fact that some other people don't respect boundaries that are created. So I see why you say what you say, but I am going to agree with this that best friends of the opposite sex should take a step back because they may not be able to understand the boundaries.
Okay. Question for you.
Sure.
Do you think that the issue is the friendship or it's the lack of boundaries? Which I think for you, it's the boundaries, right?
It's the lack of boundaries, yeah.
Lack of boundaries, wow. Have you seen this in person ever in life?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
I think I've had it happen to me where somebody did not like the relationship that me and his wife had. So he said, hey, need to take a step back. And I said, okay.
What I don't want it to be confused with is someone in the relationship having issues with insecurity. No, you just don't trust the other person. Like, you can trust your partner all well and good, and like that's not the problem. But the problem is you are not in a relationship with that other person and you don't trust that other person.
Man, see,
like I
wonder,
have seen
like,
it.
like I wonder if that's how it was with me because I was married at the time.
Yeah.
And this person was like, yep, nope,
Because they don't know you, right? Like, they've taken that vow to person A and they know, they know their spouse, but they don't know you. They don't know your integrity. They don't know that you're not about that life. So they just make the general statement that, nah, this can't be a thing.
While I was personally insulted, I understood.
Yeah.
I got it. Like, I didn't try to say, oh, he's been, it was like, okay, I get it. That's your husband. Like, I know that that's not, I'm not trying to whatever, but it's just, I don't know, like, it was weird being on the opposite side of that. And mainly because of like my character too. Because I felt like, oh, you questioning my character.
Nah, but see, you can't, I mean, I can understand how you would take it like that, but you have to understand they don't know you. They don't know you at all. Sorry.
Shout out to Sparta HQ Network for the fantastic King M.E mugs. I appreciate that, homie.
Now, it'd be one thing if like the two of y'all had been friends for your entire lifetime. You're in a relationship, that person's in a relationship. You and the spouse were okay for years of both of y'all being in your respective relationships, and then a spouse just all of a sudden changed their mind. It was like, no, you can't be friends with this person anymore. That would be something totally different.
Okay. Let's see if we got anybody on W.T.F Nation Radio that's chimed in. All right, no person chiming in over there. Next unpopular opinion. And this is one that I'm going to ride with. First date should always be cheap. Matter of fact,
100%.
There shouldn't be any money involved. You should take that coffee date. If anything.
Oh, okay.
If anything.
I was going to say, no money might be a little bit difficult.
First date, coffee date, walk around the park.
I feel.
Walk and talk.
In my personal opinion, if a first date, if you're spending more than $20, depending on locale, you have spent too much money.
I heard this content creator, Coach Greg Adams, he said something that I was like, oh, it's actually not a bad first date type of idea. Top golf or mini golf, because
that's a lot of money though, isn't it?
Top golf is. You could do mini golf. That would be significantly cheaper.
Okay.
But he basically said top golf, mini golf, because it forces you to talk from time to time. you get the chance to understand where the other person stands on things,
Mm-hmm.
and you're moving and being active, but not like moving to where you're going, a lot of places. In Top Golf, you're just in a bay. In mini golf, you're going from, 1, 2, 3 to 4,
Yeah.
whatnot, following a certain line. One of the times that I remember very fondly was Philadelphia when you and I did the mini golf right there.
And that's why I'm like, ooh, a first date. I don't know if I would say that as a first date, like a second one, but okay.
Yeah.
Definitely an early on date. No, I stand 10 toes down on the fact that a first date should be something that allows space for conversation. And I do not think you can get that with a dinner. I do not believe that you can get that um with a movie. You can't get that with a movie. It's not even I believe. I would say for me, mini golf as a first date would be a little bit difficult because I'm not competitive at all, but I like to pretend that I am.
I
So I
like
do
it.
put on this whole act of like me being competitive, but the reality is I'm not competitive at all. And I would just trash talk the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know if on a first date, if you would be able to see that it's just me being funny. Like, I mean, absolutely nothing by my trash talk. Like, I'm just going to do it. I don't know if you would be able to pick up on that on the first date.
Mm.
But as like a second or third date for mini golf, I'm totally down for it. I believe that a first date should not cost more than $20. I think it should be coffee. It should be, if you're in New York, going out to a park and getting something from um one of the what are they called? Food trucks. Getting something from a food truck, getting a pretzel from a food truck, sitting down on the bench and talking and just getting to know each other. I support that as a first date. So the reason why I say locale, because you could go out and get 2 coffees in California and it could be very well over $20. But
That's true.
so like $20 depending on your location, that's the max I think you should spend on a first date. I think anything more is absurd.
Agreed. Now let's talk the flip side of that. Could an expensive date be used as a screening tool?
This is going to be a very unpopular opinion. I think if it is an expensive first date, it should be Dutch, meaning each
Hey,
person pays for their own way.
that part, that part. Because look, bottom line, plain simple, if you lead with your money,
Mm-hmm.
you got to think about how the other person's going to feel when you don't have that money
Mm-hmm.
anymore. Now, granted, there are some people out there that are like, King, Michelle, I'm rich. I ain't worried about that.
But it's not about how much money you have. It's about you not even flaunting it. I don't want to say flaunting it, but about the other person not thinking that they can come to you for money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about how much money. You can be rich, you can be Oprah rich. It doesn't matter. If Oprah were going out on a first date, I would say she should go somewhere and go Dutch. And understand that me saying go Dutch doesn't mean we're going to dinner and a movie and we split everything 50-50. Maybe it's you cover one thing and I cover the other thing, but it does need to be equal. It does need to be laid out before y'all go. And I don't think, my again unpopular opinion, I don't think any woman should go out on a date with a man with the expectation that he is going to pay for everything. You should not go somewhere that you yourself cannot afford to cover what you have done. If you are doing that, I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure and it is not fair to the man. I do not feel that a man should have to pay for everything on the first date.
I saw somebody on TikTok that went out on a foodie date
Mm-hmm.
that was in their phone the entire time. So the person got up, went to the restroom,
Mm-hmm.
paid the bill,
Mm-hmm.
and left. You know how the person got there? That person came and picked them up. She talked about how she had to call somebody to send money on her Cash App so that she could Uber herself back to her house. Now, I don't know where she stayed at,
Mm-mm.
but if you can afford to at least Uber yourself home, so let's say less than $50,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't be out dating.
They're not going to like my addition to that.
Uh huh.
I think on the first date, you should drive separately.
Why?
Oh, that's probably trust issues and me coming out.
Oh, whoa, trust issues.
That's probably me thinking that something like that could possibly happen. So I'm just like, nah, homie, I'll meet you there. I'll meet you wherever we're going.
Interesting.
Not a first date.
I don't, you know what? I don't disagree with that though. And this is me from the viewpoint of being the father of a young woman
Mm-hmm.
because growing up in the South, I'm from Alabama, you know, the true South,
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Growing up, I was taught that, you know, if you're going to go out on a date, you should pick up the woman and, you know, be a gentleman and all of that stuff. Those days are over.
No, I'm not. I will say second, third, fourth, so on. Sure, but not a first date. Again, I don't know you. We live in a state where, yes, I can do a quick court case search on you for anything you did in Maryland. So take that into consideration. We can only see what has happened in a court in Maryland. You could have done all of your dirt in West Virginia, and I don't have access to that. So no, first date, I don't want you knowing where I live. I don't want you picking me up from home. I don't want any of that. I want to be able to meet you somewhere and both of us, you know, feel out the scene. And then maybe for the second date, you can pick me up from somewhere. But no, the first date, I wouldn't give you my address anyway.
We got a couple of comments on W.T.F. Nation Radio. Let me scroll back up here. Apologies for missing this. So Susan over on YouTube said, yep, but there's different types of relationships with the opposite sex people can have. If it's a female best friend, no. A work wife, no. A battle boo, an old ex that you're still cool with, no.
Okay.
Let's see. Annette said that I can have only relationships in war, in real wars, made of signs of stones. I don't know how to interpret that.
I don't know how to see that.
And then said mini golf. All right. It could be something on my end that I'm not able to read this. Susan followed that up with one of the points that we made earlier. The exception is if that female is truly like a sister to them and the relationship is purely platonic. No sexual flirting, jokes, or anything. She's just like a sister and would tell your woman. I like platonic, brotherly relationships with the opposite sex just as much as I like sisterly relationships. So I have some friendships of people of the opposite sex who are married that you know, who me and this person used to date, right? Do you have any issues there?
No, she and her husband are about to come stay with us when we move in.
Yep.
Not at all. And then you do have some female friends that like I know and whatever, like it's fine.
Do I have any single female friends?
Yeah.
Who?
You literally have two that we were just talking about earlier.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Because they're like family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point.
Yeah.
That's exactly my point.
Yes.
And actually, there are two other ones that we were also just talking about earlier. I showed you a picture of you from years ago, and there are two in that picture.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Susan, we agree.
100%. And then I like what Annette said. I'm not I don't know if I can say that word.
You can. I'm not a
prostitute. Sure, I pay my cheap beer that I get from Aldi discounter.
See, look, I got money. I'm gonna just put that out there. I'm still cheap. Me and Susan, I think, would get along great. That's where I was going with that.
And that he the one friend that he used to date, no. She's married. He's not in love with her.
Oh yeah, no.
He wasn't in love with her. They just dated.
Yeah, we dated, and like, does high school relationships count
I
in
feel
the
like
adult
it does
years?
because there are some people who get in relationships in high school and they stay married until death. Like I know someone that was their thing. So
okay,
yeah, I believe it does count.
Yes, it was a relationship from high school. She's married. We know the husband and wife. They've hung out.
Yeah. Like I've hung out with this woman independent of him being there. We were at their home for Christmas in 24, and they're about to come to our home in about 3 months. So she's family.
Yeah. Like I consider her family, and even because she don't mind me talking about this. We broke up bad. I broke up with her to go pursue somebody else. Totally wrong.
Totally wrong.
Totally wrong on my part. But let me look. I'm straight up. She knows that. Again, high school. Yet I consider her family. Like her family's family, her brother, all of it. So yeah.
And I think maybe that's the thing. Just as before we head off of this, I think maybe that's the thing. The women that you are close with, you view them as sisters. They view you as a brother. So much so that you forget that they're a single friend because you view them like sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm totally fine with. I ain't got no beast with. Some of them, and I say this with all due respect, there are moments where I think they like me more than they like you.
Yeah, you still are my friends. I don't know
And
if
I'm
I
at
like
peace
this.
with that. I'm at peace with that.
I don't know if I like this.
I am at peace with it though.
Let's see. Shout out to Holly Leanne said, "Damn, I'm late again. Hey, we live at the same time,
Except for last week.
except for last weekend. Last weekend was a
we
little
were
bit
at a
different.
different time.
And also on WTF Nation Radio, we got told not to schedule our stuff because it screws some things up on the back end. But we live every Monday, same bad time, same bad time. We appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you.
We do appreciate you tuning in. Next up, next unpopular opinion here. What time is it? Oh, wow. This has been going.
I know, but it's good stuff.
Goodness gracious. Let's do this. Long distance relationships are often a fantasy. Without a clear end date, long relationships become emotional texting rather than real partnership. And when you get lonely, if you think you lonely now,
hey,
wait until tonight, girl. You might get a little bit lonely. You might decide to go out to that bar, get a little drinky drink. Somebody see you over there, then they decide they want to come drinky drink with you. Next thing you know, you remembering that you ain't been touched in a long time, and then boom. I think that long distance relationships are difficult. I don't think they're impossible. Let me say that. I don't think they're impossible.
Right, because we are streaming on a channel that probably has a lot of long distance relationships happening. So you go ahead and be the positive person.
I think both parties have to understand why they're doing it. And if one person isn't capable, then you shouldn't. Now, what's the impacts of that before you get into your side? It could mean a missed opportunity by somebody, right? Because like, why are you taking this long distance opportunity thing? If you're military, which a good bit of the WTF Nation radio people are, then you understand what that is. It is what it is. There's also a reason why military have high divorce rates though.
Okay. So there is that to counteract it, yeah.
So you can't, yeah, exactly. You can't discount that. But for the people that are able to understand the whys, I think you can really have that strong bond when you are eventually able to come together and make things work out where you can be in the same zip code. What you got?
I will say personally for me, and this is something you and I spoke about before, a long distance relationship would not work for me. And it's simply because I am someone, my love language is physical touch. Physical touch also requires my second love language, which is quality time. And I can't get the physical touch long distance. So that would be problematic for me. Because I've also never had to deal with it, I don't know if I would be able to. I can say I think it would be very, very difficult for me. And I hear what you're saying about, like ironing out, the outcomes, the expectations of the relationship. But I struggled. I remember when we were earlier on in our relationship, like I think we were I'm sorry, my hand is cold. I'm so sorry. And you wondered why I kept the heat on, because like I know me. We were under 2 years. I think we were just nearing 2 years or something like that, or maybe nearing a year. I think we were nearing a year. And you went to Atlanta and you were gone for 10 days. And I remember thinking, oh my God, this is like the end of the world. He is going to be gone for 10 days. What am I going to do without my man for 10 days? Like, because this was back when, yeah, it was when we were nearing a year, because we met on the 6th and our anniversary was on the 20th, October 20th. So I made it a point that on the 6th and the 20th of every month, we kissed. And no matter what, like no matter where we were, no matter what we were doing, I wanted to kiss on the 6th and the 20th of every month for that first year.
And you highlighted that the street got broke because of that, right?
I think it was just barely broken, or it would have been broken. Like it was like based on your timing. And I just remember thinking, what am I going to do without my man for 10 whole days? It was difficult. And that was 10 days, y'all. 10 days. I don't know how I would have been able to do longer.
So if I were to get some type of job in Iran,
maybe I'd be right there next to you. Let's get this virtual teaching mapped out. We finna work it out because I'm gonna be right there next to you. Okay.
We have a couple of comments here. Holly Leanne said military, was just about to say that.
Mhm.
Yep. And 5 to 7 and 7 to 10 year marriages have become the normal, unfortunately. And yes, it has become the normal. I'm gonna tell you right now, we should look at, not to compare, but the numbers are the numbers.
Mhm.
When we get to year 7, we need to have an evaluation on how things are going with us.
Okay.
Because that right there, that 7-year point seems to be, if you can get over that hump,
Mhm.
then the next milestone probably sits around, Holly, you can certainly chime in on this, or anybody else, maybe 12 years.
Okay.
Something about every 6 years or so, you really need to hone in on how the relationship is and fix any weak points that can occur with it.
Okay.
I totally agree with that, Holly. Let's see.
I don't know what's that name?
Susan?
No, this one. Is that Susan?
Yes, right here.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Susan.
couldn't see it. So, Susan, you said you think your love language is likely deep intellectual conversations. A sapiosexual or sapiosexual, SAPIO sexual. That is someone who values and needs intellectual conversations. That is also me too. So that is why the quality time kicks in for me. But it's for me first and foremost physical touch. But yeah, it's I don't know if it's pronounced sapio or sapio, but SAPIO sexual. That sounds like that's what you are. And you need that deep conversation to be able to bear with a person. I get it. And then Holly responded to you and said 12 to 14.
Yep. Good. Shout out to Tons in the building. That's one of our WTF Nation peoples out there. Let's see. There was something that I wanted to talk about this before we pivoted here. It's coming. It's gone. Next up, where are we at with time? All right. We got a couple more minutes here. Yeah. Social media soft launching is immature.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Remember us? We just started posting pictures.
Yeah.
Like that whole soft launch. Oh, let me just show his hand. You can see that I'm holding a finger.
It's so stupid.
Look, it's my man's finger.
Or
this is all you get of my man.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Or you may see like
the back of the head.
Yes.
So like it'll be like this, and like this is all you see of the other person, and it's just like, you know, your face and then the total back of my head. Like, come on.
No, just we grown. We grown people. Post your person.
Balled up.
Goodness gracious.
Can I say that? Well, pretty good.
Too late.
Larry Smith is in the building.
Shout out to my pops. Why do people hide their relationships online? Like, what is it that they're afraid of?
I think for some of them, and this I can understand, they're afraid of it failing. So like if I just post the, low hand thing, then it's fine. But I'm going to call you out for a second though. Because one of your April Fool's jokes in the past, you did do like the little hand action of somebody.
So did. People thought
So,
I was engaged. It was hilarious.
mm-hmm.
Do not follow me on April Fools. Here's the thing. I might say something. It might be true. It might not be true. You'll never know.
You'll
Because I will
never
post some
know.
outlandish things. Go follow me on Facebook, King Smith. I'm not hard to find.
So Holly said the truth because they don't plan for it to last. Like when you do that type of stuff, you don't plan for it to last.
Yes. I thought, because I had somebody do me like that, and I said, oh, so you afraid of me? Okay. Oh, no, not afraid. I said ashamed.
Mm.
You ashamed? I said, bet. This is done. Ended it right there.
And it didn't last. See?
Ended it right there. I gave no second chances with that. I blocked that person on all platforms.
That is so funny because you have never told me that story.
Yeah, because it was a quick little.
But no, it's funny because like I remember when we posted each other, and I think I posted you and tagged you in it, so it automatically showed up on your feed. And like at the time, we were just friends.
Mm-hmm.
You say she's just a friend. You say she's just a oh baby you. I'm just saying, hey, it's whatever. We're here now.
Last one before we wrap up here, and this is one that I think is going to divide people.
Divide it.
My take, and I stand on this one, honesty ain't always the best policy. Sometimes I think discretion should be used, and you should live and be okay with using that discretion and it possibly backfiring.
Here's the thing, discretion is not the same as flat out telling a lie.
Okay.
And more. I think that's what needs to be understood. So I don't disagree with this. Honesty is not always the best policy. However, it should be discretion over deceit. Oh, there we go. I like that. I like that little tidbit of alliteration. It should be discretion over deceit, meaning you have consciously gone through all the scenarios in your head and you realize that giving the truest version of the truth is not going to yield a positive result. So you make the conscious decision to not be completely forthcoming. So is it a lie of omission? Yes, but it is a level of wisdom. Like Paul Bennett just said, you choose the different path to withhold something that you know will cause more damage than good. I think it comes down to intention. So, for example, if I say, if you tell me, Michelle, turn your head really quickly. There's something on the television. Just turn your head. And I'm like, no, I want to see what's there. Like, why are you trying to keep it from me? And you're like, Michelle, please trust me on this. There's a level of discernment that goes in there. There's a level of trust that has to go in there. And I don't think that that's the best example, but
that's a real good example. I think that's going to happen in the future.
Yeah. And I think that that's one of those things where you don't necessarily have to be completely forthcoming with me as to why you're telling me to avert my eyes from something. But that, in that moment, honesty is not the best policy. It's the level of discernment. Or if you're talking to a friend and the two of y'all have an honest conversation about something that could impact me negatively if it were shared with me, I think it takes discernment to know to not say that to me.
Speaking of what you gave in that example, I think that's going to come back up. And I'm real curious how we react to it. And I'm saying that both ways. Like if you say, King, stop, or King, like how you saved my life in New York that time when I almost got hit by a car. Like I, reacted with the way that you did what you did, and I'm thankful for it, right?
Me too. Look, I'm thankful for your life.
So yeah, it's one of those that I'd be real curious if I give a straight command for something, if you immediately just do it or not. That might determine some things.
Sir.
Ma'am. All right, y'all. This has been another episode of the King M.E Show. We got one more comment here on W.T.F Nation that I want to highlight. Annette said, and I hope I pronounce your name right, discretion is an important thing in a true relationship.
Yes.
I don't think enough people really talk about that. People will say, "Oh, I need you to be honest with me all the time," and no, you have to understand discretion. And to me, discretion, when used with intention, like how you said earlier,
Yeah.
is one of the best ways that you can tell somebody loves you.
That is true. I would agree with that.
So those are our unpopular relationship opinions. If you have one, put it down in the comment section. Not now, because we about to get offline.
Yeah, and we'll check it, and we may do a part 2 next week.
Yeah, I think because there were so many that we didn't even.
Yeah, we barely scratched the surface.
We barely scratched the surface. So if you have an unpopular relationship opinion and you have thoughts about it, put it down in the comment section below. If there's a like button on the platform that you're watching this on, do us a favor and hit that like button as well. To the people that tuned in and engaged with us, thank you. That is so awesome. We will be back next Monday live. I don't think we have anything coming up that will preclude us from being live. Nope. Same bat time, same bat channel. For those of y'all on the King M.E show, go to our website, thekingandmeshow.com. Sign up for our newsletter. We did a giveaway that I struggled to give $50 in Amazon away to people because I don't know if folks thought it was a scam. I don't know what.
Right, kind of scammy. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But we are going to be doing giveaways. How we announce those giveaways is on our newsletter.
Thank you,
Holly. Appreciate you.
Holly's like, I'm gonna be on time next week. I love it.
And we have somebody tune in from Germany. That's dope.
I love it.
That's dope. All right, y'all. We in our show very normal way by doing this. Y'all gonna hear all that smacking. I love you too. And we're out. Peace.
Bye.